Welcome to my first video of 2025. It has been way too long, and to kick things off, I'm going to be unboxing the HOVSCO Hov Alpha. So let's jump right into it. So when they reached out and asked if I wanted to check out this new Hov Alpha in Army Green, I said yes. So I'm gonna stop talking. Let's see what's inside the box. This must be the goodie box. It's huge. This is like an unboxing in itself. Set that aside for now. Starting out with some big old beefy 26 by 4-inch tires. You can see that green color coming through right there, nice and shiny. I'd hate to get that scratched up. Speaking of, the attention to protection that HOVSCO did, this is like a microfiber cloth covering the seat. That is awesome. And then you can probably use it to put the charger in or something too when you're done with it. So props there. Other than that, looks like I got some assembly to do. So let's hyperlapse this thing and see what it looks like all together. The part I never really look forward to is being a one-man show on getting the front tire on. So let's get this thing situated and see how you do it. Okay, so I was a little confused on the tires here because this nub right here for a nut doesn't stick out very far. So I wasn't exactly sure how this worked out with the tires. So I think that there's something in the goodie box that we need that will help us mount this tire. So let's go ahead and unbox that now. So we got our pedals, got the charger. That's a nice charger. Nice. Let's see. It is 3 amp hour max, output 54 volts. So pretty decent charger. That's like the supercharger on the Super 73 or that ChiBattery makes. Ooh, that's a pretty nice tool pouch actually. Check that out. I grabbed my crescent wrenches, but looks like they give you everything you need right there. So that's nice. Okay, so this is what I think we're looking for as far as the mounting the tire goes. That should just run through here, and then we tighten it with this lever, which actually makes tire removal super quick and easy if you've ever had a tire that has one of these. But let's get back to seeing what else is in this goodie box. Got some spare bolts and nuts. This is for the fenders, bolts for that. This is probably like your gear guard there for the back of the bike. And here is the kickstand. I've never gotten a bike where the kickstand wasn't assembled, so that's interesting, but we'll need that. But I think that's it for the goodie box. But man, their attention to detail, like that shiny logo, it's just stuff like that that you can tell when it's a high quality bike. All right, let's use their tools, see if they're decent for what we need to do. We gotta undo these nuts here first. Get that out of there. We don't need it anymore. I'm gonna stick the lever on this side. And you just stick that in through there, and there's a tiny little spring, so you don't want to lose that, but then that can screw on and you tighten it this way. But where'd my other side go? There we go. And then there's a spring on this side, and that should just screw on like that. Actually, before we throw on that front tire, let's do the kickstand. That way we have something to prop it up with when the tire's on. Yeah, that feels like it has a spot for it to fit. We'll hand tighten those for now. Then I'll grab the Allen wrench that they gave me. I really love that. The orange accents. That's such a perfect fit for these Allen keys, but the kickstand is secure. All right, now let's throw on the tire. That's definitely a two-person job. I think I did it. There we go. Freshly installed kickstand. Starting to look like a bike. So if you're not familiar with these quick release levers, basically that bolt that I ran through the hub of the wheel there, you can tension it by screwing the other side, and then you don't want to do it too tight because then you won't be able to do this lever. But with the tension that I have it at now, it's tight. See, it's kind of difficult for me to pull it down, but now I can quickly unscrew this and drop out the tire to fix a flat on this massive tire. But I'm gonna put it back into place. You don't want to over tighten it. I feel like this is pretty good, but obviously you don't want it loose because if you go off a sweet jump, you don't want your front tire to fall off. All right, last thing, let's install the handlebars. Pretty easy process, so I'm just gonna jump right into a hyperlapse. Something that I always try to make sure to point out is that when you're tightening these bolts, you want to tighten them in a crisscross pattern. That gives a nice even tightening, but this one has a lot of wires and stuff in the way. So the bike is pretty much put together except for the pedals and the fenders for the finishing touch. But let me clean up this area a little bit and then we'll take a closer look at the bike. I have the HOVSCO Hov Alpha all set up, and I had to bring it into the sun to show the magnificence of the army green. I really do love this color. I also got the fenders on and the pedals on, as well as the shifter guard. All super easy setup, no need to walk through any of that, but I'm eager to see how this thing rides. But before I do, I want to charge up the battery. Now to remove the battery, super easy. It's integrated into the frame here. There's a key on the opposite side that you can see, and then you just flip that little lever and the battery comes out. Now these batteries rarely, if ever, come with a full charge, so it's always good to top it off before you go for a ride. So as I was looking at this battery, I was wondering what this white bar was. Actually, this little card says that it's an LED light. So I started looking at it, and down here on the bottom, you can push a button and you get yourself an LED light with several different settings. Crazy. I mean, that's awesome if you're like stranded on the side of the road and need some light. I've never seen that before in a battery. Kind of a hidden feature that I wasn't expecting. So that's cool. And speaking of, it is a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery, and the cells of the battery are made up of Samsung or LG, so you know they're high quality. While we wait for the battery to charge, let's talk more about this bike and get a closer look. Starting back here with the motor, it's a 750 watt motor with a 1300 watt peak. Also, we have 7 gears. That comes in handy with pedal assist, and that's going to give you some extended range when you're using pedal assist, also just making the ride a lot easier and a lot smoother. With the battery, they boast 60 to 80 miles of range, but of course that depends on various riding conditions. Where I'm a heavier rider, I tend to see a little bit less than that, but I'm not complaining because that's still plenty of range for me. We have hydraulic disc brakes, which are super nice. We have a headlight, and we have a massive display which will turn on when the battery is in the bike, but it also comes with an app, so I can't wait to see what kind of features you get there. I read in the manual that's how you can unlock it to up to 28 miles. So again, integrated battery into the frame. That key was just to unlock the battery there. And then I think over here on the left side is the throttle, which I'm used to it being over on the right side, but that's where the gear shifter is. So we'll see how that goes. Got a nice big seat there that can be adjusted to various heights, so I'll play with that because that seems very low for me. Then you do have a tail light. The tail light is not integrated in with the battery system though, so you do have to turn that on when you're going riding. Again, like I mentioned, disc brakes there, And I just want to call out the branding on this bike. We have the name of the bike there. I love the orange and yellow colors that accent the army green, but these aren't stickers. That's like brushed metal into the paint there. So looks like it's built to last. Pretty neat. It's just those minor details that show what a quality bike this is. And we have this massive wraparound fender over the big old beefy 26x4 fat tires. Now there isn't rear suspension, but of course there is front suspension here. So what's nice about having a fat tire bike is you can run it a little bit less PSI and get some, I guess, more cushion in the back there. So I'll definitely try that out. I do have to pump these tires up still, but even the branding on the rims of the wheels there just looks really nice. Can't wait to give this thing a test ride. Also, while I wait for my battery to charge, I'm going to make a quick video about the PID Zoom Charge Smart. This cool little device protects your battery. So that's going to be my next video. I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but this is a really cool device, so stay tuned for that. All right, so I am all charged up, ready to ride. So let's go test this thing out. First thing I want to show you, I know it looks like it's glitching out. It's not. This massive LCD screen. It's just the frame rate versus the screen's frame rate, so it looks really nice. You have a full battery bar up here, your pedal assist displayed, your miles per hour displayed, and then your tripometer, which is 0 right now because this thing hasn't been ridden. Also in the app, I got it connected and I was able to unlock it to mode 3, which is 28 miles per hour with pedal assist. Throttle will only get me up to 20 in class 2, but class 3 gets you faster speeds, but the throttle doesn't get you up to that speed. So we'll see how it goes. All right, first things first, do a little hill climb. No problem on pedal assist. That's because this has a 90 Newton meter torque sensor. So that climbed like nothing, but we got to try it on the dirt. So we're headed that way. Yeah, I can feel the speed picking up with the pedal assist. It is weird to have a throttle on the left hand. Ooh, this looks nasty. I don't want to get my new bike dirty. I know I got these fenders, but there we go. I think I need to adjust the seat height too. But yeah, this thing crawls. Very nice. The right brake, the rear brake, I need to adjust that. It's feeling a little loose, so I gotta look into that. But I won't do anything too crazy. This is making me feel like an actual cyclist. It's pretty nice. And of course I have my gears too, so if I want to shift into a lower gear, because I know camera doesn't do it justice, but that's a decent little hill right there. But shifting down plus pedal assist, no big deal. And of course with these fat tires, it's no problem on the dirt. Just gonna raise the seat up just a little bit here. Oh yeah, that feels a lot better. Here's a little bit of slushy ice. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, just charging right through it, a little bumpy, but that's it. Another specification about this bike is it's rated for people up to 450 pounds. So that's a pretty hefty bike and pretty impressive, especially for a big guy like me. Wonder if I could climb up that hill. I doubt it. I'm not gonna try. Feels great on the dirt road though. Let's try a throttle test. See what my max speed is. So yeah, it's clipping out at 20 miles an hour, which is what keeps it as class 2. Yeah, it's kind of nasty up here. We'll see how these fenders do. I haven't felt anything hit my back yet. I don't know what else to say about this bike. I mean, it's performing as expected. It feels great, feels sturdy. It climbed those hills perfectly. You can really feel that torque sensor kicking in with the 90 Newton meters. So this thing's a little hill climber, especially with these massive 26-inch wheels. That's really nice. It'd be nice to get 28 miles per hour on throttle, but that's just the way things are going right now with e-bikes. Is they're really starting to clamp down in different cities and municipalities, and so bike companies are playing it safe. If you're considering this bike based on this review, I can hook you up with a discount code if you just click my link in the description. But what's great is you also get free shipping, and that's gonna save you a ton of money. They do sell these in hundreds of different locations across the United States, but if you want to order it, you do get free shipping. But if you're a try before you buy type person, then maybe you want to locate one of the retailers there. But yeah, there's an excellent warranty on this bike, and it just feels like it's built to last. You know, with any new bike, there's a few tweaks here and there that I'll need to make with the brakes and making sure everything's bolted on nice and tight, but zero complaints here. It feels good, it rides great. I am really impressed with the torque in the pedal assist, and it's smooth too. You don't get like that jolt like you sometimes get on other e-bikes when you go into pedal assist. I've had a lot of experiences where I've let people try out some of the bikes I've demoed, and as soon as they start pedaling, it takes off on them. This torque is really nice and smooth. Gone almost 4 miles on it. That went by quick. That's what happens when you're on an enjoyable ride. That's a little too muddy to go down and try to get back up. I'd probably have to walk it up anyway. But let's put another half mile on this thing. I've already put 4.5 on it, so it's giving me a good idea of what this bike is all about. I'm not going to do a range test in this video. I just wanted to get a feel for the bike, and yeah, right out of the box, it's great. I like it a lot. Again, if you're interested, I have a discount code down in the description below, so be sure to check that out if this is something that you're interested in. That should get you a discount on any HOVSCO bike, actually. Well, I hit the 5 mile mark, but I actually don't want to stop riding this, but I do have a commitment tonight that I gotta get ready for, so I should probably be done. I'm gonna go through the snow. No problem. Big old tires. Didn't even slide out. I am back from my test ride of the HOVSCO Hov Alpha, or HOV Alpha. Not sure exactly how to say that. Did get a little muddy, but it still looks great in that army green in the sunshine there. I have to say, I am really impressed with this bike. We got the front suspension, we got the gigantic fat tires, we have hydraulic disc brakes, we have super torque. I couldn't get enough of the torque on the pedal assist there. It got me up all the different hills that I tried out, so that was awesome. And you get all this for currently $1,300, and like I said, I have a discount in the description below where you can get $100 off, so just click that link and get the discount there if you're interested in this bike or other HOVSCO bikes as well. They have a bunch of different varieties. Well, that does it for my unboxing, setup, and quick ride review of the HOVSCO Hov Alpha. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed riding this bike. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below. What do you think of the color? That's just as impressive as the torque in the pedal assist there. And of course, while you're down there, hit that subscribe button. Have a great rest of your day.